Welcome to my Action Research iMovie. Just wanted to go over my Action Research project. So if you're here, you're probably one of my critical friends or one of the teachers and administrators that I'm working with and want to know more about the whole process. So I want to go over with you my Action Research website that I've created to go over all the details, the cycles and the literature, and the specifics of my Action Research project. Everything's right here on the Action Research page, kind of welcoming you here to the project. And then the details are specified in the blog section. So if you click on the blog page here, you can see they're listed in chronological order here with details from the beginning, first blog post, all the way to my most recent with some details about the project. So just to kind of give you a quick overview, you've probably listened to the GarageBand piece that I've already done, and that might be why you're here. So what we're doing now with the Action Research project is looking at 21st century training. Specifically, I'll be looking at Ware County and the training models that we're using and looking at ways to implement that and find effective, efficient ways of using different web tools and training strategies that can be helpful in increasing our instructional integration of technology. So feel free to go through my blog and read some of those posts there to get some more details on that. But I wanted to go over a couple of the tools and some of the processes that we'll be doing over this year, specifically with my focus of my Action Research. In our system, we always go to the Instructional Technology site to find tools for our smart board, and we also have the web-based areas that have things for integration ideas for different sources out on the internet. And so this is a really great homepage for the Instructional Technology site, and one of the areas that we put a lot of things on here and that I've worked pretty hard on to get some things that are really helpful for our teachers. So we're looking at developing this and taking it kind of a step further. And one of the things I wanted to show you is the calendar and documents up here in the corners. You'll also notice that it says mail, and I just wanted to kind of give you a little update on that. We are working on using Google site or the Google apps. All of these things here are the Google apps for education, and we are currently using the calendar. So if you click on that, you have access to a calendar that you can customize, and you can see here I put different color codings for different types of things. But you'll also notice that it says documents, and many of you have already been using this and are looking at ways to collaborate and do different things with your students as well as with your peers and your teams. And this can be a really powerful way to collaborate on documents. Not just Word type documents, but you'll also notice here you can do presentations, spreadsheets. The forms are really helpful, and you might have already taken one of the surveys that I've sent out. That's all done through here on the forms. A new feature is the drawing, which you can do mind maps and curriculum maps and brainstorms and content maps and all kinds of really cool things all within here, and again in that collaborative process that Google allows on their documents. So this is a really neat feature, and we'll definitely be going into more details on all of these things, but I just wanted to give you a quick look into it. Sites is actually what we use when we're on the Instructional Technology site. It's a really simple way to create your own website. And once you're in the website, if you'll take a look, you'll see here it says My Sites. When you click on that, it'll actually let you go in and create your own. And we've got templates that will make it look just like this, so it kind of looks like the Ware County homepage with those green and gold colors. And I wanted to show you some of the other features. If you look at here where it says More, we will be getting into some of these, but I wanted you to see video and contacts, so you can use these Google tools to really organize all of your information and your contacts. And we'll be putting up videos in the video section, and we've already got some in there for tutorials and how-tos and really helpful tips and tricks and stuff. But under here where you click More, Even More, this is just a listing of all the Google services, and Google just recently opened this up literally in the past week and have made it available and accessible to everybody to use with our Ware County Google Apps sign-in. You can now get to Blogger, which is Google's real simple blogging platform. You can get to Google Reader, which is a fantastic RSS reader, which we will go into and do some trainings on. Picasa is a fantastic photography and photo editing and sharing tool. Very easy to use. And the greatest thing about all of this is they're all free, which goes without saying is fantastic. So many of these things, the equivalent services are very, very expensive out on the internet, but Google has put all these together, and because we're in the Google Apps for Education, it's all free. So many of these services, as you can see, will be using during our training and implementing of our 21st century skills and integration processes that we're going to go through. One of the last things I just wanted to show you is a way for me to share information. This happens to be a service called Netvibes. Netvibes is, if you're familiar with the iGoogle page or the Google Start page, this is very similar to that, and I just happen to like Netvibes, and I've been using it for years, so I really enjoy it. And this link, which I'll make available to everybody and sent out to most people already, allows me to find sites, find resources, and put them all in this one great page here. And you can see across the top there are tabs. I have one for a public homepage here, and it's got a link to my blog. It's got a link to some different information, and the tabs let me put things into categories. So here's some really great education experts out there, some teachers and technology coordinators, principals, and just fantastic people in the education arena that are producing really, really great blogs and writing some really great resources for everybody. And you can see it's in real great visual format. You can click on these and read their articles all in one place. So instead of having to go to 10 different websites, you can just come here and kind of look through and find some really neat articles and some great resources. For those of you that are using the Apple hardware and with the grants, and hopefully be getting some more of that into our hands, great resources for the Mac and the Apple platforms. These are just really great technology sites for teachers, a lot of it geared towards smart boards and technology integration. One of my favorite tools is Google Earth, so I think having this one page with a lot of Google resources for Google Earth is really helpful, and has lots of great things in here. The real world math, the Google Lit Trips, which is right over here, is a fantastic way to integrate Google Earth with your language arts and reading programs. And then this, of course, for all of our smart boards and interactive websites and resources. Really great way to find lots of information. So again, a lot of this stuff is new. Some of it might not be so new, but the way it's all being integrated and put together is turning out to be a really, really powerful tool. And there's some other resources we'll be sharing, but I just wanted you to see some of the tools and the technology that we'll be using to kind of hopefully make our integration process a little bit easier and a little smoother, and allow us to collaborate very easily as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be seeing you soon.